My name's Sam Fuchs, and I run iCare Financial here in Atlanta, Georgia, and we are a patient financing finance offer. I'm part of a brain trust group here in Atlanta. It's probably about 30 or 40 CEOs, and they have different speakers come in from time to time. And they had Brad Stevens come in from Enterholic, and we were very excited about the information and the way he presented it. It opened our eyes up a lot to things we were totally missing because there's so many tools out there online, and we immediately knew we needed them for a workshop into our business here in Atlanta. Once he showed us how he's using them, boy, it lit us up because we were able to actually hire some VAs, and we really were able to take advantage of the cost savings because we had spent a lot of money over the last 2 years on consultants, and they basically showed us what time our watch was, or told us what time our watch was. The unique part about Brad's workshop is that he spent the time ahead of time to delve into our company and find out what our real needs were. So he was really able to custom tailor our workshop versus just coming in and giving us, putting up a bunch of information for us and hope that we get it. The best part was watching the reaction of our team. We had 4 or 5 managers in here, and they were all thinking. They were so excited. They were writing notes through the whole seminar. It's like we didn't want them to leave. As a matter of fact, we ran over probably an hour, hour and a half because we couldn't get enough that day. And it wasn't just that day. It was the follow-up and the implementation that took place in the next 30 days after that. So we're really excited about having him in. One of the best parts of the seminar was he didn't just disseminate information and hope that we ran with it. The best part was Brad challenged us daily. He broke it down so precisely on where we think we could benefit from having implemented these tools. So that was probably the best part. Was even myself as a CEO, he challenged me to figure out where we could use some of these tools, and he did that with everybody on our team. Brad had spent a lot of time talking about outsourcing, and we started challenging ourselves to look at each department, not just a virtual assistant for the CEO or my partner or whoever. But what we started doing was challenging each department manager and saying, where can we do some outsourcing? The inefficiencies that we had in our own personnel were substantial. And once we started doing some outsourcing, we found out that not only were the dollars being saved, but also the time being saved. And each one of our managers have truly benefited in their own departments based on the outsourcing. Brad's team taught us how to do it, and he taught us how to do it properly. My fears were mainly not having the employees on site. I thought there'd be major communication issues. I thought there'd be time zone issues, and we have found just the opposite. The ones that we've already hired, they are, number one, very excited to be working with us. They're very loyal just in the few short months, and they're actually a joy to communicate with, and they do it very, very well. We've given them some small projects, and they are jumping on them like no tomorrow. And getting back feedback that we're getting back that how well these projects are being accomplished. Our team, our department managers are now really jumping in and going, well, what about this? What about that? What about this? And what we've done is probably, looking at the numbers that I calculated, about $450,000 in savings for 2018. And what that does to a business like ours in the $5 million range, it jumped our net gain up over 10% for next year. It's astonishing. I mean, we didn't even know that existed. So we're pretty excited about what we learned from the seminar. Also here at iCare, we're launching a new business model, and we looked at all of the cost involved, from website design to landing pages and all. We were going to spend right at $30,000, about $28,500. And once we did our outsourcing and looked at everything, we got pretty excited. We did the complete package for right at $3,100. And it is a completed project as of today. Unbelievable. And now Brad's team has come in and showed us how to take advantage of those. There are faster, better ways to do things. And I've been an entrepreneur for probably 25 years, had 5 different startups, and they've all been successful. But now that Brad has come into our business, we've had a lot of consultants. He is a game changer on the way we are able to escalate our profits and our savings in our company. One of the reasons other entrepreneurs need to know this information is because it would bring them out of the dark ages of what's really going on. With the resources available now, and Brad has put them in a nice package to be able to actually use them. He doesn't just tell you what they are, he shows you how to use them. So if you're an entrepreneur and you're looking at different ways to escalate your business tenfold, get Brad's seminar in here into your business.
My name is Alice Chan. I am the sales manager for iCare Financial. So I'm actually also the director of business development. The way Brad showed with his presentation was actually very informative, and it had legitimate evidence to back up the ideas that I wanted to be implemented but didn't have the right, case studies to really back it up. I had no idea of some of the categories that we could outsource. So it was very intense in a good way, because I keep using that word because I remember at a certain point I was just overwhelmed, but it was the combination of a lot of, neurons being ignited all at once of the possibilities of things I could be doing. So it was very exciting, and I feel like the energy, especially afterwards, it really gave our company a great charge of different things we could be doing differently. It really expanded the mind. I feel like the follow-up was really, really good. Brad really made us feel accountable to the ideas we had brought up during the workshop, which was very good because I would say our CEO and managing partner have a lot of good ideas, but unless someone else holds them accountable to it, I don't think it would move along as quickly as it did. As a sales manager, my job is to generate revenue. So having a virtual assistant help me with the admin tasks like checking the CRM or making sure things don't fall through the crack allows me to focus on my sales team, on what they really need, give them the support to make the sales they really need to be making. I would say from a manager standpoint, it's you don't know what you don't know. So knowing other resources out there it's really mind-opening, because for me, I would say the biggest part is I would refuse to let things go as a manager. Even though I know part of my job is to delegate, I almost refuse to let that go. But once I've seen the case studies brought up in the workshops of virtual assistants helping out, I was actually able to know it's okay to let go.
My name's Katie Kessing. I'm Director of Operations for iCare Financial. I've been able to hire 4 virtual assistants, so that has helped us. 2 of them are for a customer service position, and they just started about 2 weeks ago, and they've already surpassed training that I could even imagine when we would have normal clients come in. It's pretty incredible. We had an entire website built. We were able to do all of that, get our SEO redirected, all the links and all that stuff redirected for $250, which I couldn't even believe, because the amount of work that took. I mean, the gentleman sent me over like a 15-page Word document of all the changes and the redirects and the keywords and the meta tags that they had changed. And when he quoted me on the price, it was unbelievable. It's been customer service, and it's also been our marketing, creative, website, all that kind of stuff. So 2 different aspects that have really changed our business, which has been nice. The ability to open up how we work and function has been pretty incredible. For example, we receive, payment plans into our office by the hundreds. And by just hiring these 2 additional customer service reps that are virtual, we've been able to continue that same day response, which has been pretty amazing for us, because with staff, people don't show up, people get sick, they have to take live calls. There's a lot that goes on for the person that's here physically, whereas the person virtually maybe doesn't have those kind of issues. Launching the new website that we've been wanting to do forever, but looking at the cost of that, one of the quotes we got was going to be for $10,000 just to build a new website, and we did it for under $2,000 and the migration. So that was pretty impressive. We actually found the guy from 48 Hour Logos who created one of our logos, and we ended up working with him. He built our website, he's done our email campaigns, and he's been great. But that will be the future of how all this marketing now comes together, and the money that we're saving by being able to outsource all of that, because those are monthly overheads that we're just cutting in half. That's not even half of what I took away from that. I didn't even realize that we could change our entire customer service platform to be something different and have the ability to hire people and get them set up so that they could help our office perform at a higher rate for lower cost. I would say the biggest impact for me would be kind of a twofold. One is I'm not having to worry about making sure that projects are followed up and taken care of, because now I have somebody in place that helps me with that, because I've seen the results and I've got a virtual assistant now.
My name is Valerie Fuller, and I'm the Director of Technology for iCare Financial. Well, essentially I look for inefficiencies in the office, and I try to figure out how we can apply technology to that and make it more efficient. I was really hands-on prior to Brad coming in and kind of showing us that we could outsource or have people available to us who actually had the knowledge to do the job functions that we needed. So my role kind of changed from doing the jobs every day, developing those technologies, to actually saying, okay, wait, I need to put this together. Here's my idea, and here are all of the things that go along with that idea, and now I'm going to hand that over to somebody so that they can actually do the implementation of it. So what I learned from Brad's seminar was basically that I could actually outsource the job functions, and that I could stop being the doer of the tasks each and every day and actually outline that procedure for others to accomplish. It's really peace of mind, to be quite honest with you. It's been tremendously helpful as far as for me, because I know there's just so many tasks that you have to accomplish every single day, and that becomes stressful, honestly. It weighs down on you because you know how much has to be done. And the fact that I left the seminar with an understanding that, wait a minute, I can compartmentalize these different things, assign them out to different people, and then just be the person to manage all of those things and make sure that they're getting done correctly. That was, for me, it was tremendous. I think Brad's team was great. They were available for us. Whenever I had a question, I could just shoot off an email, get a response right away. I think that was the biggest thing for me, being able to ask a question and get an answer. It was basically a one-on-one interaction. So whenever I just shot something out to them, I usually get a response within 24 hours. It was fantastic.